Gracious greetings, allied friend of seasons past. The war eternal with the Evermore persists. With regret, their perch has surpassed our reach. Again and again they peck and swipe, claw and tear, only to arise and return again. As the clouds meet the peaks to bring the fall, so must we rise skyward to the lofty nests.
You'll regret this, human! Ha! Wingless and weak!
Allow me to introduce myself, warrior. I am Neul, servant of the Ajanara. Peace be upon you. Your presence gladdens my heart and lightens my soul. The gods finally interweave our fates. May the joining endure our current predicament. I am blind to some things, and all too aware of other things. I find the embrace of darkness to be the surest path toward enlightenment, toward truly seeing. But in practical terms, don't worry. I can get around well enough. Worry not, friend of the realm. Your words flow like water from the tortoise's shell. And besides, for me to take offense would reduce the chances of our forging a friendship in battle. Fiends are drawn to the nearby bridge like maggots to rotting meat. We must clear a path and confront them. Join us. Let us build a new alliance. The gods still have a part for us to play.
It is so good to see you, though the setting leaves much to be desired. Neul prepared us to receive a visitor, but for it to be you, a delightful twist of fate. My spiritual journey ended at Ajanara Monastery. I took a vow, not to become a monk, but to help the Grand Master however I can. By the way, as for my daughter, good. Being unable to ensure the security of Yun Mafei was my one regret of pursuing this life. But enough. There is work to do. Come. No mercy.
All this demon killing has made me thirsty. I don't suppose you brought any spirits to raise our spirits. I figured as much. Then perhaps you have found some news about my songbird? Ah, good. Even in this hostile place, it warms me to know that Yanhua flies free. Perhaps someday I'll see her again. But enough babble. Let's help the Grandmaster and Connie cut through the riffraff.
The darkness is thickest here. Dark chi comes in waves, each one more intense than the last. This may be the ultimate source, the smaller spirit rifts. Charms? Yes, the charms of Chundun and the Thorntail Academy. Small and powerful, as the Lin themselves, but I'm afraid mere scraps of paper with folk runes scribbled on them will not avail us here. We need a more direct intervention. Energy is presently flowing only one way, into our world. I may be able to make it flow both ways, to create a doorway, if you will. Yes, though the sheer forces at play may rip you apart, I cannot accompany you. I can only keep the door open. I doubt your strength not, friend of the realm. But untold horrors may linger in the small and forgotten spaces which link the realms. Whatever is responsible for this flood of dark chi will not welcome visitors. If you find yourself outmatched, return back through the rift immediately. Your story does not end here, warrior. It cannot. I must maintain absolute focus. Let us begin.
Destroy them. This warrior, the same warrior who journeyed to the in-between. The paths are curious these days. This warrior is near the beyond, where the dead receive judgment for past deeds. Judgment has been altered, however, by denizens from the Dark Realm. What brings this warrior so close to the spirit realm? Indeed, the Keepers and this Keeper work to seal the tears in the veil, but the Keepers are not enough. The Keepers are overrun by fiends. Still, the Keepers have observed several tears being sealed from the other side. This Keeper acknowledges this warrior's efforts. Nayul is also acknowledged. Regardless, the place of judgment grows dim. Those to be judged join the Keepers to fend off the darkness in a final bid for clemency. This Keeper acknowledges this warrior's beneficence. The scroll of deeds grows ever longer, and the light grows...
Is it really you? I knew it was you! But Master, what are you doing here? Did you... I mean, are you... Oh, thank goodness. I mean, who would watch over Jin Soyun and all the other people? No, I don't know, Master. When I first got here, it was like I had just woken up. But it was also sort of like dreaming. The Keepers were directing me toward that giant gate over there. It was all very strange, but peaceful. Other people came through all the portals. I didn't see Buna or Bunyang, but I did see a Lin boy further ahead of me. Then everything shook, like an earthquake. Some of the portals seemed to fall over. It looked like the people ahead of me couldn't go through the giant gate anymore. That's when these demons appeared. But for some reason, I wasn't really scared, Master. I just remembered everything you taught me, and I tried to help the others. Thanks, Master. There's a keeper by the big gate that seems to be the oldest or something. Maybe he can tell you what's going on.
It can't be. You're that warrior from before. I never thought I'd see you again. I suppose I deserve that. Yeah, I do. I learned too late that Ixanin was really my father, and how that witch Jinsuyan used us all. But I'm not innocent in any of it. I have all of Brightstone's blood on my hands. I think that's why I'm still here. The last thing I remember was being swarmed by demons before I woke up here. But I can't move on. Others are guided to their resting places, but I'm stuck here. I'm different, and nobody will tell me why. It must be my punishment for what I did in life, and I welcome it. I caused a lot of pain, warrior. When the demons showed up here, I couldn't sit by and do nothing. I wanted to do something right for once and help the Keepers. Speaking of them, it looks like one is eyeing you. I bet you have more important things to do, so get going. But, for what it's worth, I really am sorry.